Thursday to you. We are in our next day of our daily Advent devotional, and this one is called the Coventry Carol. More on that in just a second. And yes, I'm in my office at the church, and it's all decorated for Christmas. As you can see here, I've got my roaring fire. I love Christmas, and I love to decorate for Christmas. And Matthew loved Christmas too, and it meant something to him. And we're talking about the Coventry Carol. And the Coventry Carol is an old carol written in 1500s in England about what we call the Massacre of the Innocents. I want to talk about the Massacre of the Innocents, go a little bit different direction today than what we typically do with these daily devotions. Is that okay? Cool. All right, so the line in the song is, Herod the king in his raging, charged he hath this day, charged meaning charged, gave the command, his men of might in his own sight, all young children to slay. And the question for some people is, why is this only in Matthew's gospel? Why is the Massacre of the Innocents only in Matthew's gospel? Well, let me tell you, Matthew's Christmas story was very Jewish. He wanted to see how Jesus fulfilled Jewish promise, and in doing so, fulfilled the promise of the world. And so the Massacre of the Innocents is only in one gospel, and people have a problem with that sometimes. Christian, let me tell you, it's okay. Let me tell you why. Bethlehem was a village of 300. Of those 300, 150 women. Of those 150 women, 60 maybe of childbearing age. Of those women, there were probably 15 children under the age of 2, and of that, only 6 or 7 were boys. 6 or 7 boys being killed by Herod, while seems like a tragedy, was not news. Herod had done far worse things, and so for most people, this was just Herod being Herod. And so to Matthew, this has great meaning. Maybe to Luke or Mark or John, not so much. But Matthew brings it to us for a reason. And the reason is the question. It says, what other famous Israelite was almost killed as a baby? Well, we can answer that one. Moses. His mom put him in the reed basket in the Nile River to save him. What things did this man do that would foreshadow the mission of Jesus? Moses saved his people. Moses was a deliverer like Jesus would be. Moses worked miracles like Jesus did. Moses received the law. Jesus fulfilled the law, like we read in Matthew 5:17. But Jesus leads to the inheritance that Moses never saw. To Matthew, Jesus is the ultimate Moses, the Moses who would fulfill the promise that God ultimately made with his people to save them and bring them into a land of inheritance. And for us, our inheritance is Jesus Christ. I want you to be blessed today. I want you to just spend some time in the Word and spend some time just looking through all that Matthew has to say about Jesus and Matthew's Christmas story. Have a great day.